Stepping in, Tommy Edman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that's in there for a strike. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here. Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
So Paul DeYoung digs in next. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The numbers coming in. He's at 255, 5 homers and 16 RBIs. The 1-0 delivery, grounded down the third baseline. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Playing 12, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball. Playing 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Edman gets his lead at first, nobody out. Now a flare out toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. The average sits at a cool 305 entering play. 15 long balls and 29 driven in. A throw behind the runner at second, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Now it's 2-0.
And now on 2-0, you just can't lay a fastball in there, or he could make it 3-0 before you know it. It's all about limiting the damage in this situation.
Spinning a throw back to second, and he'll get back in safely. First and second here with nobody out. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. Here now the 2-2. Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. Heading out towards shallow right. Calhoun has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. Here's the 0-1. And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
That swing tells me he was really great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. The average coming in 257, 3 homers and 17 RBIs. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Second and third, 2 away. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Curveball misses here, so a good hitter's count now to 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in a count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Grounded to third. Scooped up. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. New inning set to get underway, and next it'll be the switch-hitting first baseman, Eduardo Escobar. Here it comes.
Hurt. 0-1.
The windup and the 0-1.
Ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. Fouled away. Three.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
At the plate now, Stephen Vogt. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Lifetime in this matchup, he's 0 for 5. No score here as we play inning number 2. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1.
1-1.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
The 1-1. Misses for the second ball.
2-1.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. And that looked to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Nick Ahmed is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. There's one on to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go, 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Stepping into the box, Harrison Bader. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Carlson.
Into the box, Dylan Carlson. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Ground ball right side. And there's out number 2. Now batting, Tyler O'Neill. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
O'Neill
sends that one out of play for strike 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 0-2 once more. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
leading off for Arizona.
Here's the first pitch
the
to
third
him.
baseman, Carson Kelly.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. But this guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So one man gone now as we give you a look at the standings in the NL Central as you see where the Cardinals find themselves to this point in the season. Hit on the ground toward the left. He's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now back.
Ready for another
The
chance.
second
Tim LeCastro.
Tim
0 for 1 for him here in this
LeCastro.
one. Here comes the first pitch. Hit back toward the mound. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double. So he's quickly into scoring position now with a 2-out double here in the third. And you can see there he currently holds the top spot on this Arizona roster in that category. Stepping in now, Ketel Marte. Pitch misses low. The throw down. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
How about that for making something happen? First he rips a double, then on the very next pitch he swipes third, just showing what kind of offensive weapon he can be.
Third inning, no score to this point. Diamondback center fielder with a friendly 2-0 count.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Oh, that liner drilled the pitcher right on the mound. And they'll end up taking the lead, and talk about insult to injury. Hopefully he's okay. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
Now batting.
And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game, and from all indications it looks like he's going to try to continue. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hard on the ground toward short. DeYoung's got it. He'll go the short way to Miller, and that ends the inning. A run on a couple of hits here for Arizona.
Welcome back as the Cardinals look to get their bats going in the third inning. And you can say they've really been trying to do that pretty much all year. One major factor in their struggles has been the strikeout. Entering the day, they have more strikeouts than any other team in the league, leading a member of the coaching staff to tell me, without a doubt, it's something we have to rectify. Strikeouts happen, but sometimes it feels like we're losing focus and just flailing up there, and that can't happen. That's something for us to keep an eye on with this club, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2. stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself into scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
So striding in, Tommy Edman, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. A runner at second, nobody out. And they'll play the station-to-station game here, but this is a ball and 2 strikes now.
1-2.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Ball 3.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch, and he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Getting a few steps off at second there. Now the pitch. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. DeYoung playing here in his age 26 season. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
The 1-2 runs a bit inside for a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
None out. Runners at first and second. Here's a pop-up now. Escobar in foul ground, and a diving effort, but it's out of his reach. A foul ball. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. On it's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Paul Goldschmidt, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cole Calhoun will stand in now as we begin the top of the 4th.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, the right fielder, Cole
Ready to deliver.
Calhoun.
Here's the first pitch.
No. 1 ball, no strikes.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Ball.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Well, that's ball 3. The Diamondbacks right now would welcome a leadoff walk to start this inning.
And he lays off there. Ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Show some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
First pitch on its way. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. One ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. Escobar is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. Now the 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
3 balls and 2 strikes to Eduardo Escobar.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, I think this is the kind of approach they need against such a prolific starter. You can't count on putting up a lot of runs, so getting him out of the game has to be the priority. Working at bats, full counts, running up the pitch count is a great way of doing that.
And he fouls this one off. The 3-2, and boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Here comes the first pitch.
Steven
On the ground to the right side, and that's by him into right field for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Shortstop Nick.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
But one's all they get as the run scores.
Third baseman Carson.
Into the box now, Carson Kelly. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. Kelly hails from the Prairie State of Illinois. Plays catcher most of the time, but they've got him on the hot corner today. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
And it's fouled away. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Hit hard to the right side. Taken in by Goldschmidt to second for 1. Onto the pitcher covering at first, and it's your textbook 3-6-1 double play that'll get him out of the inning. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the D-backs 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Brad Miller.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. 2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Here comes Peralta. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Up next for the Cardinals.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and he Here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. Now here it comes. Liner towards second, but this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2.
The batter.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. And that's in there for strike 1. Bader is playing in right field today, although he can often be found in center. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Here's a pop-up now. LeCastro shading to his right, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're down 2-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Luke Weaver.
The pitcher, Luke Weaver.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting a take sign on right here.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
At the plate, Tim LeCastro. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Fouled away. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here it comes. Center field. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Up next for
So
the
bases
Diamondbacks,
are empty here with
the
two
center
gone,
fielder,
and that'll bring up the infielder Ketel Marte.
Marte.
First offering on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with a big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Thank you, Heidi.
Gillen.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Dylan Carlson is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. And there's one down now. At the plate, Tyler O'Neill comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, I don't care what league you're in, American, National, if you're playing on Mars. If you get a heater down the middle of the plate as an 8-hole hitter, you better be swinging the bat.
And a swing through on an off-speed pitch. Looked like he was actually a little late on that one.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. O'Neill is retired, 2 down now.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Jack Flaherty is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. No run. Runs 3 hits and no
Your
errors
attention,
so
please.
far for the
Pinch
Redbirds.
hitting for the
Matt
Cardinals.
Carpenter will get the
Number
call here as he'll
13.
hit for the pitcher.
Matt Carpenter.
That's a
And a
strike.
strike to even the count. 1-1.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
2 balls and a
That's the
strike to
ball.
Matt Carpenter. Fastball well outside.
Well, he
Three
really
balls,
needs
one
to make
strike.
this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full.
2 strikes, the
2
count
out,
is full.
nobody on. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, one thing's for certain,
Now batting.
that makes the manager
The third
look like a
baseman.
genius right there.
Tommy.
He calls on him to pinch hit,
Edman.
hoping for any kind of spark, and he gives him a little bit more than that, blasting a double that almost leaves the ballpark. Big innings often start with beginnings like this.
Stepping up now, Tommy Edman, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Couldn't
0-1.
quite pull that swing back. He went around for strike 1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. This is line to left. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they
Now
didn't
batting.
like their chances
Shortstop.
there.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here's the 1-0. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out higher the side. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lavello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production.
Number 36
Your
takes the
attention,
mound
please.
as he's been called upon
Now
to pitch.
pitching for the Cardinals. Number
Digging in
36,
now, David Peralta. He'll be the first to swing it here in the Arizona 6th inning.
Leading off for Arizona,
Yeah.
In there,
The left fielder.
0-1.
David Peralta.
A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. Lined hard toward right center. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Dan, after that base hit,
Up next
he's
for the
extended his
Diamondbacks.
hit streak to
right
9
fielder.
games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
Into the box now, Cole Calhoun, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Working for the punch out and the offering. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball one. It was a walk in his last trip. Oh, and he turns on this fastball and sends it out to deep left field. And I would say he got just about all of that one as this ball is gone. A home run.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
So now to the plate, Stephen Vogt, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. There's the knuckle curve laid off, 1-1. And it's fouled away. Fouled off. Now another 1-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Nick Ahmed, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Grounded back up the middle. DeYoung gathers it in. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. But the Diamondbacks pick up a couple courtesy of this 2-run home run. Through 5.5, it's now 4-0 Arizona. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. Hit high and deep to left field. Peralta going back to the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
So up until this point, they've had to bite and scratch for every single thing, but he puts a good swing on this one and nearly knocks it out of the park. So we'll see if it's contagious and his partner can pick him up right here.
In now, Brad Miller, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the 0-1. Grounded to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
The catcher, number 4.
Yadi Molina digging in now.
Molina.
He's set and the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. From the belt, the pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. LeCastro ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. So 2 gone now in the St. Louis half of the 6th. And into bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this. Digging in to try it again, Carson Kelly. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that.
And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Gone to lead off the inning.
Well, when you groove the first pitch a strike, these hitters are going to make you pay. Something tells me I don't have to tell the guy on the mound that anymore. That hurts.
Leyva.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Batting average down in the low 210s. 1 home run and 8 runs batted in. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him.
So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, just a great all-around performance from him at the plate, as the stats indicate. Ended up with 4 hits, including a home run, so there is no doubt.
Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. A Memorial Day get-together for you here at the ballpark between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Atlanta Braves. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next.
How good has this guy been up to this point? In a day and age where guys and teams are scoring lots of runs, to have an ERA sub-2, that's saying something. Hopefully, we're going to see more of the same from this guy, one of the top pitchers in all the league.
Tommy Edman is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V, talk about a team on a nice little roll right now, D-Row. To start this homestand out, they've won the first 3 games, and now they open up a new series here. This could be one of those really, really good series.
Yeah, and they've been executing, Dan. We were down on the field before the game watching this team take BP, staying within themselves, not trying to do too much. A lot of smiles coming out of this team.
The 2-1. Hit back up the middle. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Batting second, the shortstop.
Now a chance to look at the starting nine for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. He's having a really nice season, hitting over 300 coming into this one. And we all know that that's the magic number. When you hit over 300 for a season, you've got plenty to be proud of. Now we'll see if he can keep it up over the rest of the year.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. DeYoung tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. On to Freeman at first, and there are two away now. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First delivery to him on the way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike two called. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Well, Dero, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Standing in now, Brad Miller.
That's a ball.
Ball one.
Counts 1-0.
Now the 1-0.
Ball. That's inside.
Goldschmidt is off of first with two away. Three and 0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Now the 3-0 offering. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball four. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with two away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Stepping into the box, Yadier Molina. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Low for ball one. Molina, who goes just by Yadi most of the time. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Number 33 will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last three starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Scooped up, and the inning begins with a quick out number one. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. His batting average is on the rise right now. And if you look at his last 10 games, you know why. He's hitting over 350 in that span. So he's found his groove. He's hitting just about everything right now.
Dan, Dero, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Quick turnaround after a short little homestand, Matty. 4-2, though. They played well, taking 4 out of the 6 games they had to in front of the home crowd. They walk into this environment on the road today looking to set the tone for this road trip.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Hey, started this guy backwards. Couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
And that's in there for a called third strike on the split-fingered fastball. 2 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Freeman has had a nice campaign so far, and fans are noticing. He comes into today as the second leading vote getter at first base in All-Star fan voting.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that All-Star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the 2-out hit keeps things alive for Marcell Ozuna.
For every pitcher, you'd like to get through that first inning. 1, 2, 3, 2-out single. Now the cleanup man comes up.
Absolutely, and you know what that means. Cleanup hitter. Guys are in scoring position the minute he steps in the box, let alone have someone on first base.
Stepping in for the Braves, Marcell Ozuna, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fielded by Goldschmidt. A runner on first with 2 away. Liner towards second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. And he's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. Here comes the first pitch. Off speed pitch, just missed inside. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Here's the pitch. 2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Ball.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
First pitch on its way. Dylan Carlson stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Check by Hernandez. The pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Max Schrock comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. No score here as we play inning number 2. Just keeping him close. There's a bouncer foul to the left of the plate. 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. But this is speared by the first baseman. The tag will get him coming back. Stepping up to the plate, Adam Duvall. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
The right fielder, Adam.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting fifth, the center fielder.
So one away here with the bases empty. And that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. Here's the first pitch to him. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Ball one.
Ball, one strike.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
All even now, 2-2. Now the pitch.
Thank you.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Here's a huge swing by Acuna and a drive to deep left. Gone!
Well, this is what makes this guy so hard to pitch to. He has that rare combination of speed and power. You don't want to walk him and have him get on first base. So what happens, you throw him a strike, and he can hit the ball out of the ballpark like he did just there.
Travis d'Arnaud comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. The average coming in at 266. 7 homers, 26 RBIs. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Now another 0-2. Popped him up. Goldschmidt is there. 2 down.
Batting eighth, the third baseman.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the utility man, Johan Camargo. Fouled away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Braves are on the board first thanks to the solo home run.
Welcome back to Truist Park, home of the Braves, who have proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. To start the day, they've given up the fewest home runs of any other pitching staff in the league, which has certainly led to accumulating one of the best ERAs in the league as well. One of their pitchers told me, all of our guys have stuff that dances around. We don't throw a lot of straight stuff, so we make it really tough on hitters to barrel us up. Especially in today's game, limiting the home run ball is a great avenue to success, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. 2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
And that one finds the target on the outside corner. 2-2. And Hernandez won't get him to chase this one. It's a full count now. 3-2. Tommy Edman is on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. A bouncer to the left side. Swanson picks it up. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So one gone in the inning now as we get a look there at the standings in the NL East as you see where the Braves find themselves entering play. Stepping in, Tommy Edman. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Here's Hernandez now on 0-2. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And that just misses the corner inside to even the count at 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Sinker misses, ball 4.
2 ways to really frustrate you.
From the stretch. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Back goes Ozuna at the track. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring up the big bat of Paul Goldschmidt. From the belt, the pitch. Fooled him there, and a little pop-up to the right side. Freeman, the pitcher, Felix Hernandez.
The pitcher, Felix.
Skied into straightaway right. Bader has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. So one man gone now as we give you a look at the standings in the NL Central as you see where the Cardinals find themselves to this point in the season. Striding in once again, Ozzie Albies, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit softly down the line at first. Throw not nearly in time, so despite the great effort, that'll go into the books as an infield single.
The batter, number 7.
Now in the box, Dansby Swanson, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
The first baseman, number 5.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Count now, a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the 3-hitter. You can work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
Back up the middle. One there. On to Goldschmidt, and it's in time, a double play, and the side is retired. One left for Atlanta, but they're up 1-0. The next to bat for St. Louis, Brad Miller. He'll be the first to greet Felix Hernandez to start the inning. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
That's a ball.
And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
2-1.
Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. Gone to lead off the inning. Solo shot to right center. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Redbirds are even now at 1 run apiece. Yadi Molina digging in now.
Yadier.
As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A ball and a strike. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. 2 balls and a strike to Molina.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Ball 3.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ozuna is under it. 1 out.
The right fielder, number 48.
1 man gone for the
Harrison
Cardinals in the 4th.
Bader.
And in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
At the plate now, Dylan Carlson batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Outside.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 home. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Has a look, now the pitch. Max Schrock is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in now, number 33, as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Great chance right here.
Here's the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
Ready with the 3-0. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Ozuna is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. But the Cards are able to tie things up on this solo home run. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Marcell Ozuna. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
And that's the first out.
Up next for Atlanta.
In now, Adam Duvall. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB. Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone. He wants a quick inning, so he won't be nibbling.
Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball one. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 pitch. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled that coming, turned and burned.
Junior.
Acuna digs in now as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
You get yourself into count leverage 2-0 right there. You're looking to come unglued on something and be very aggressive. That ball had to nip the corner for him not to pull the trigger on it.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. And now we'll just stare him down out there as he steps off and bluffs him back to first. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away. Now at the plate, Travis d'Arnaud. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Just short, hit hard. DeYoung fields it cleanly. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Tommy Edman is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
The 1-1.
That's a ball.
And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
At the plate, Paul DeYoung. No hits to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Got him fishing that time. 0-1.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Check by Hernandez. The pitch. It's hit to third. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what?
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will... Welcome back to Truist Park just outside Atlanta as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. He said he's really proud of the fact that they've only gone down on strikes once in the game, all while averaging over a base hit per inning. If that kind of combination continues, he thinks there's a lot more to look forward to.
Thank you, Heidi.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
To the plate now, Felix Hernandez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Number 33 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The batter, number 1.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1.
And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Look into Molina. Now the 1-1.
Ball 2.
And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. From the stretch. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Dansby Swanson is on deck. Popped him up. Molina has a play. And he makes the catch for the second out. Two gone now in the Atlanta half of the fifth, and that brings up the former number 1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line drive to center field. Carlson will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Braves strand 1. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Digging in and looking for more, Brad Miller. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Miller.
Now Hernandez will get back to work here as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
That's the ball.
Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
That's an excellent at-bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Digging in once again, Yadier Molina. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far.
Hey, Debro, looks like they might finally have something going after that base hit. First and third, 1 out, and maybe now they can get something started.
Yeah, you could tell the third base coach was going to be aggressive right there, right? A nice read by both him and the base runner to take that extra base and put them in scoring position. They've been struggling right now to get guys in scoring position.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
The 2-0.
No, that's low.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Acuña's there for it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And the tag will be too late as they take the lead now at 2-1. Here comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And that will be all we see this afternoon of the Cy Young Award winner, Felix Hernandez.
Number 68.
So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. He's set. Here it comes. Dylan Carlson stands in as he looks at a called strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Here it comes on 0-2.
Ball, that's in.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Stepping in, Max Schrock. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Max
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball, that's off the plate.
The 1-0 home. Popped high in the air. Darno over to his right. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So digging in now, Freddie Freeman, a hit in 2 tries so far.
The first baseman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Freeman.
A ball and no strikes. And it's fouled away. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And there's one away.
The left fielder,
and that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. A ball and a strike. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. Gone!
No surprise with that swing.
Now batting, the right fielder,
There's the St. Louis manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon.
For St. Louis.
So a no decision here this afternoon, as it'll be up to the bullpen from here on out. Adam Duvall is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout. And with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Ronald Acuna is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. It was a walk in his last trip. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Reyes has tossed over 30 innings so far this season and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Here's a huge swing by Acuna and a drive to deep left. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the... Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Shane Green will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Tyler Flowers is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 1 home run and 11 RBIs. 1-1 the count now. The pitch. Hit sharply on the ground.
Albies brings it in.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Tommy Edman. It was a walk in his last trip. He's set, and the pitch. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
So Paul DeJong digs in next. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those back.
Now a drive by DeYoung. This ball is hit well to left field. Gone! A two-run shot that gives them the lead. Paul DeYoung connects for a two-run home run. 6th home run on the season for him as they take the lead 4-3. Darren O'Day will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
Darren O'Day.
So now to the plate, Paul Goldschmidt, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
And a swing and a miss there on a late-breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box, Brad Miller, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. O'Day rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. His head-to-head with Darren O'Day, 2 hits in 7 tries. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. But the Cards do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run dinger. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. 4-3 St. Louis.
Your attention, please. Now,
so a new pitcher set to go here as the right-hander Adam Wainwright gets the call.
Wainwright.
So here's Johan Camargo, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Carlson is right there, one down.
Up next for
Here
Atlanta.
now is the catcher, Tyler
catcher,
Flowers. He's
Tyler
newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Weak grounder down the line at third. Throw on to first, and Wainwright has it working now, 2 away.
The batter,
The next to
number
bat
1,
for Atlanta,
second
Ozzie
baseman,
Albies. He's got a hit in
Albies.
3 at-bats to this point.
Albies.
A ball and no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. This is skied into short left center. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They still trail it here 4-3.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention
So
please.
the call's gone out for the
Now,
right-hander Mark
Braves.
Melancon as he'll take over on the
Number
mound.
36, Mark Melancon.
Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring in the
Leading off
veteran
St.
catcher,
Louis,
Yadier Molina.
catcher, number
Here
4,
comes the first pitch.
Yadier Molina.
And he takes ball 1.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
2-0 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Harrison Bader is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Called strike 0-2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Thought about it, but he holds up on the knuckle curve 1-2. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. And the knuckle curve that time got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Into the box now, Dylan Carlson, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he takes a cold strike 1. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Fouled away. The 1-2.
Yep, that ball went out. Three balls, 2 strikes.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Now batting, the left fielder.
He almost got him to commit there as we take another look at it in slow motion. He comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Ozuna is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Matt Wieters is out of the dugout now, as it looks like he'll come on and hit for the pitcher, Wainwright.
Matt Wieters.
Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And a relay to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Tommy Edman is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Lower part of the zone, but it's taken for a strike. The 1-1. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Cards forced to settle for 1. Not too many more shots left.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher to tell you about, and it's a guy drafted number 6 overall out of North Carolina in 2006, the 6'6" lefty Andrew Miller. Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
At the plate, Freddie Freeman. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
And it's quickly 0-2. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Hit out towards second. Miller is there. The throw will be in time at first, and Miller's got it rolling here. 2 away. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
The 0-1 delivery. Grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Braves. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Chris Martin enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Paul DeJong will stand in again, and we'll take you back to the 7th inning. This was a 2-run home run, and it was one of the key blows in the ball game thus far. From the stretch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Here's the pitch. Liner towards second, and that is into right field, so the leadoff man's aboard here to kick off the 9th.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the ninth. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a one-run lead.
At the plate now, Paul Goldschmidt, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now the 0-1.
Ball one. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. From the belt, the pitch. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2 is in there, a called strike 3.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
At the plate, Brad Miller, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Oh, 2 the count to Miller. Martin, a right-hander that stands 6'8". He was a 21st round pick back in 2005.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Acuna's there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina.
Yadier Molina.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. In there, a base hit. Throw won't get him.
Now batting, the right fielder, Harrison Bader.
In now, Harrison Bader. Hit hard, but foul. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Comes set with the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ozuna is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Giovanni Gallegos takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
65, Giovanni Gallegos.
All set for the bottom of the 9th. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Adam Duvall.
Waiting up for the Braves, the right fielder, Adam.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
Ronald Acuna will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 2-1 home.
Ball 3.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Hit softly on the ground to third. Gonna be a tough play. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. Nick Markakis will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 22, Nick Markakis.
And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Runner at second here with one man out. On a big swing there from Markakis. He didn't get it to make it strike 2. From the belt, the pitch. This is pulled into right. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The batter, the third baseman, Johan.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First offering on its way. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Whoa, he was swinging out of his shoes on that changeup. Must have looked real good coming in, but a different story once it got near the plate.
And he fouls this one off. Final strike for the Braves. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Now a bluff back to second as he'll just hold on to it. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll make the catch here to end it. And the Cardinals have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The Redbirds jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Alex Reyes earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Giovanni Gallegos records the save, his 17th on the year. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network.